Here we look at how we can work out the X in a hydrated salt, where X tells me the number of water molecules that are kind of stuck to the salt. So we say hydrated calcium nitrate can be represented by the formula CaNO3,2, and then it's got XH2O, where X is an integer, a certain number of water molecules attached to it. It says that you've got a 6.04 gram sample of the hydrated salt, the hydrated calcium nitrate, 1.84 grams of water of crystallisation. And we've got to use the information to calculate X. Now, in a question like this, it's very, very similar to how you'd work out an empirical formula. First thing we do is write down the salt in one column and water in another column. And we're kind of making two separate columns there for each. Now, what you want to do then is put the mass of each of the two components in the hydrated salt. And we've got a mass there. It tells me in the question I've got a mass of 1.84 grams of the water. So I put 1.84 there. And the mass of the calcium nitrate must be the mass of the hydrated salt, take away the mass of the water, and that gives me 4.20. So that's the first thing that we need to do in this question. Get the mass of each. Once we do this, we divide the mass of each by the MR. And the MR of calcium nitrate is 164.1. And the mass of water is 18. So that will give me 0.102. And when I work this one out, let's move this over a little bit, it will give me 0.0256. So that's the next step in the calculation, is work out these two numbers. Once we've done this, we need to divide each of these two numbers here and here by the smallest. And that will always give you the salt in a ratio where it equals 1. So it's always going to be 1 to something, where the salt is always the 1 and the water is always a number which is 1 or larger. So that will always give you 1, and that's always what you're going to get for the salt in these type of questions. Then we do 0.102 divided by 0.0256, and that gives me, I think it's just a smidgen under 4, it's 3.98, and we can say that is near enough, where X equals 4. And that's how you do calculations working out X in hydrated salts.